Hey everybody, welcome back to Social Distancing with Riley Taylor. We've turned the tables. That's a meme. No, it's an idiom. Not a meme. It's an idiom. We've turned the tables to be, at least 6 feet apart, so we can't touch. You good, Allison?
Yep.
Do you feel comfortable?
I'm spot on.
Good. And then we've upgraded our mics, so hope you guys enjoy. So I'm joined by my friend Allison Haven. And Allison, I just wanted to kind of pick your brain and get your thoughts on with what's going on with the pandemic. And now, just yesterday, our governor said we have to stay home starting tomorrow. So we're fine right now.
We're good now.
But and then it did say artists and musicians who stream can still work.
Okay.
Does this count?
This counts.
This counts. Okay. It's a technicality.
Right.
But anyways, with us being stuck at home, and I know that you're a mom of 4 kids.
Right.
So one just got married.
Yep.
Which, tell us about that. Okay, because she was going to get married in a couple weeks, but then this happened.
Yeah.
So what did you guys do?
It was amazing. We turned what was an obstacle into an opportunity, and basically Plan A wedding had to get disposed of, and we moved to Plan B, and so had a great, sweet little intimate gathering out in the country in Everson, and a few friends and just family, immediate family, not extended family, were there. So it was super.
So you didn't have the hoopla.
We didn't have
weddings,
the hoopla.
even though you had planned for the hoopla.
Yes. Julia had planned for 6 months at least the hoopla.
Yes.
Every detail. But the Lord showed up. It was so sweet because it just, it was intimate and romantic in the most, unusual ways, kind of like the stuff of movies.
Nice. Okay, so then you got 3 other kids.
Yes.
Who are at home. So how's it been going? Being
with
cooped
them.
up, they're not in school.
Right.
Are you doing school? Like, how's that going?
So it's going pretty good. Our kids are all older, so two of them are college age, and they're doing basically their studies have moved to online, which some of them were already online anyway. So that's really not too difficult because they're already self-learners. They do their own studying and it happens online. I do have a middle schooler, and that one, it's kind of on hiatus. We're still actually awaiting word from the school district as to sort of what the plan is in terms.
What's going on right now then?
Yeah, so right now, basically nothing.
Wow.
Not much. However, just personally, I'm just, as a mom, and just I have homeschooled years ago when my kids were younger. It never hurts to do reading and Bible, obviously some time together with either being in the Word or in prayer together, and then also just she's doing a little bit of math in the morning. But honestly, these things don't. To me, I don't. They're not the top priority. I feel like this is a time that it's a gift of time that
really?
I feel like it's a gift of time because things that we're used to, like being busy with activities and school structure, it's out the window right now. Right. So I feel like it's really a gift of time that we've been given that we need to press into and just seize the opportunity with this gift of time. And it's going to look different for different people, but for me personally, I don't feel pressured to necessarily duplicate school like what you normally would do at school, in a traditional school, at home, because I feel like time is precious and sometimes there's just other priorities. And so having this gift of time, I feel like is something that we can just try and enjoy it for what it is. And it might look different for every family. It might be, for some people, it might be like, wow, we're spending more time together. We used to not spend time together.
Wow.
And which is really cool. For other people, it might be like trying to create a consistent time together, doing a devotional, or for example, right now we've kind of fallen into this rhythm where after dinner, we've been having a short little devotional and some prayer time and just sharing prayer requests amongst each other. And of course, praying for people we know and the coronavirus issue. And so it's, you fall into a rhythm, let the most important things rise to the top.
So that is really interesting, where you said you don't feel the pressure to just duplicate what we were doing.
Right.
And that's, I think, been a real struggle for a lot of people.
Right.
Where when you remove a lot of what is important, it's not like our jobs and, these things are not important.
Right.
It's like we're getting rid of what's not important. We've gotten rid of, we've had to remove important things.
Yes.
But you're saying that there are more important things.
Yes.
And you don't feel the pressure to just kind of import what was into what is now.
Exactly.
And try and force it.
Right.
Because there's something more important. So how did you arrive at the place to be able to say, you know what? I don't have to, my daughter doesn't have to hit the same benchmarks that she would have if we were in a normal routine. How did you get to that point where you were able to just kind of let go in that way? That sounds amazing.
Part of it is just experience, because I've been doing this for a while. Like my kids, 3 of my kids are older, as well as my youngest is in middle school. So she's not, in the younger years, but it's just, something that you learn over time, that time, just that this too shall pass. They will get through this. They will continue to learn. We're learning all the time. We don't have to necessarily be in a school and, have this just the usual traditional way to learn. There's so many ways of learning. Being alive, we're learning every single day. In our homes, we're learning just through experience and being together. And so it's very freeing, actually. I know a lot of homeschool families, there's something called unschooling, and basically the approach is, that life is your learning.
Life is your teacher.
Right. Life is your teacher. And so, maybe we need to approach our lives a little more like that right now, since we don't have control, and just embrace it. And when you relax like that, then really you can start to enjoy your time more together, because you don't feel pressured by it. Don't worry about this idea of, what if there's gaps? I remember I used to think about that when my kids were younger, and I homeschooled 2 times for a short stint. But I remember worrying about like gaps, and it's like, you know what? If they're capable of learning, they will learn. It's going to happen. And, there's so much I've forgotten in my learning in my younger years. But I can always relearn it. Right. Yeah. So there's really no pressure about it.
That's
anyway.
So good.
Yeah.
That to me, the reminder to not be pressured to try and force this season to be like all the others.
Right.
And then to receive time as a gift.
Yes.
So how can you encourage parents who are needing to, or maybe struggling with receiving this time as a gift? How can you maybe present that to them and say, this is a gift?
Well, keep it simple. Like, I tend to be someone that I get overwhelmed pretty easy. So I've always kind of had to fall back on that motto: keep it simple, saint, kiss.
Keep it simple, saint.
There's also keep it simple,
keep it
stupid.
Simple, stupid. I like that. That's good.
Tried to change it a little, but
I love that.
Yeah. So,
that's
keep it simple.
That's a classic storytelling thing. I guess that's true everywhere, right?
Right.
Keep it simple.
Yes.
Always.
Keep it simple, because you don't let this time rob you of joy. This is time. We are given time. And I think the older I get, I realize that time is a gift. We don't know, we don't know what tomorrow looks like. We don't know what tomorrow may bring. So just accept it as a gift of time. You may never have an experience like this ever again in your life.
Right.
So how can we make the most of it?
Good. Wow. I love it.